So, for the past week, I have been reading Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. It is a very scary book. It gets you in the mind of how a sociopath thinks, how misogynist thinks, how marriage is definitely not for me after this. Gone Girl begins on the day of Nick and Amy Dan's fifth wedding, what fifth wedding, what fifth anniversary. And on that day, Amy Dan, Nick's wife, disappears. Like, disappears. And evidence at their house shows that there had been a struggle. And, well, you assume that, well, she's been kidnapped. And the police obviously start investigating. And Nick is the primary suspect because husbands are usually the primary suspects in murder cases and everything like that. I'm not gonna like go into depth about it because I don't want to give away the spoilers because you just need to be invested in it. Like you need to not know what's going to happen. I watched the movie last year before I read this book, and it the movie was very good. Like when I read the book, I'm like, okay, the movie put a lot of details, I have to say, and that is a good job. And the actress's portrayal of Amy Dan was splendid. Um, Back to the book now because I just strayed off to the movie side. The I'm going to talk about the characters the most because, as I said, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I got this from the library and it's kind of like old. The characters, I'll start with Nick Dan, who is Amy Dan's husband. Nick Dunn is a misogynist. Like, it's so disgusting, and he's one of those like nice misogynists. He doesn't look too bad. He's just this friendly, kind, creepy guy, and yeah, like he does the weirdest things ever. Like he was totally not okay, I'm going to spoiler land. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I was about to go into spoiler land. But he's a misogynist. It's disgusting. Like the way he thinks about women. I was like so it was so annoying. It's more than anything it was annoying. I wasn't angry because well, I'm a woman and I've met a lot of misogynists in my life. And then another character, obviously the amazing Amy Dunn, who is Nick's wife, is very she's a very interesting character. She I like the way she thinks ahead about everything. But obviously stuff doesn't always go according to her plans. And she really loves her husband. I think that's one of the most interesting things about the whole book is how much she loves her husband and she just wants her husband to love her. But I think she needs to figure um who she is because I got like throughout the book you really don't know who Amy is. And Nick also has a twin sister called Margot and he calls her Go as in Go. I liked Margot. Like at some times I feel like she carries so much of the characteristics of her brother. So there's like that internalized sexism that she has, and I'm like, oh, you're a woman. Like as much as your twin brother is a man and he thinks like this about women, doesn't mean that you have to think that way about women. And other characters, I'm not gonna really go into detail about the other characters. They, my personal opinion, oh, that's redundant, Sandy. But in my opinion, they weren't as interesting. Um, I give the book 4 out of 5 stars. It is amazing. Like Gillian Flynn really knows how to think ahead. Like every single step is very carefully thought out. And the book is like 450 words and above, I think. But it's worth it. Like, you know, sometimes you're reading those books and they just so long. but they don't have any substance. This is has substance until the very end. I did not like the ending that much. Did I? I don't know. It was very. I'm still very conflicted about the ending. But as I said, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone. Other than that, I think Gone Girl is amazing. And to all my misogynists out there, be careful. One day you might get an Amy Dunn.